preschool friends. It's Miss Karen and I'm here with Miss Cassie again, and I'm going to show you how to make our Santa brush. So you want to go get the packet that says Santa brush. It's got a little piece of paper in there that has the name on it. It should be written on the packet as well. In that package, you're going to find this paintbrush. We're not going to paint with it, we're going to paint on it. So you want to make sure you pull this out, as well as getting out your paintbrush to paint with. So you're going to need two brushes, the one in the packet and then the one you're going to paint with. Also in the packet, you're going to have 3 pipe cleaners, a really long one, a stripy one, and a short pink or red one. You also have 2 little googly eyes and a white pom-pom. We're also going to need our glue. Some of you have a big bottle, some of you have a little one. It doesn't matter which. Just get out your glue, your watercolors, and a cup of water. So please go ask your mom and dad to help you with a cup of water. I have a paper towel underneath my water. That's very useful. That way if I spill, it doesn't make a big mess, or if I need to clean off my brush, I have something here to do that with. So gather your supplies up and we'll get started. All right, friends, hopefully by now you have all of your supplies. So let's go ahead and get started on our craft. The first thing we're gonna do is take our painting paintbrush and get it wet. We're gonna get our white paint wet because Santa has a white beard. Every time I do this, it reminds me of that song. You guys know that song, Who Has a Beard That's Long and White? And we're just gonna paint Santa's beard white. Just keep getting more white paint. It's not gonna go all the way white, but it'll start to look more like a beard the more paint we put on there. And it's gonna take a few coats. Should we count how many coats we're putting on here? Let's start. 1, a little more water, so we can really get some paint on that brush. 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna put 5 on here. 5 coats. See, that's looking a lot like a beard now. The paint's not really changing the color of it, but it is making it look like an old man a little bit, and it's making it stiff like a beard. All right, so now we're gonna rinse out our brush, and there's where that paper towel comes in handy. And we're gonna get our new color, which is red. We're gonna paint Santa's hat. That's this part right here, the handle of our other brush. And we're gonna do a few coats on this too to make it nice and dark, because Santa's hat is really red. If we do it light, what color do we get, boys and girls? We get pink, right? Pink is just red that's really light. So we're gonna put our red on here. And it takes a few coats too. If you get some on the metal, you can just wipe it right off. That paint's not gonna stick on there. So don't worry if you're a little messy. Art's supposed to be messy. You're supposed to be having fun. If you are wearing long sleeves, you should probably roll them up, unlike Miss Karen. But I'm painting red in a red shirt, so if I get it on there, I don't think we're gonna notice. What do you think? All right, so now I have it nice and red, and we're gonna let that watercolor dry on there, and it'll become a little darker as it dries. I'm gonna rinse out my brush because I'm all done with it. We wanna take good care of our brushes so we can use it for our next craft with Miss Cassie. I'm gonna dry it out, and I'm gonna set it here to dry. All right, now, while I'm waiting for my handle to dry, I'm going to glue on my eyes and my mouth and the brim of my hat. That's that part that goes around like this. Right here, that's the brim on your hat. So that brim's gonna go right there across the top. So shake your bottle a little bit, get the glue down to the bottom, and you're gonna squeeze a line across. It's gonna spread out a little bit because there's water on the paintbrush, and that is okay. So there's our brim of our hat. And now we're gonna take our pink or red, and we're gonna bend it to make it look like it's smiling, because we don't want a grumpy Santa. I've never heard of a grumpy Santa leaving good gifts, so we want to make sure we make a happy Santa. I'm going to put a little glue here at the bottom of it. Just a dot. That's all we really need to hold it on there. And we're going to set our mouth right on there. Remember, don't turn it upside down. You'll make a frowny Santa. All right, now 2 dots for the eyes. They're gonna go between the brim of the hat and the mouth. So here we go. 1 dot, 2 dots. Oh, Miss Karen flipped the eye upside down. Your fingers are a little smaller. Hopefully they could do better with these eyes than my big fingers do. There we go. Now we have it on the right way. If that happens, just slide it back into place. It takes the glue a while to set. All right, and then you're gonna kind of move everything around while it's still wet. Make sure you have it where you want it so it looks right. Got my 2 eyes in line, I've got the brim of my hat, and I've got my smiley face. At this point, boys and girls, you're gonna wanna let your handle dry for just a little bit so that your pom-pom's gonna stick to the top of your handle. But because I don't want you to stand around waiting for my paintbrush to dry, I'm just gonna go ahead and glue it. So I'm gonna put a dot up here at the very top of the hat where the pom-pom would go on Santa's hat. And I'm gonna put his little pom-pom there. The last thing we're gonna do is we're going to take the green pipe cleaner and we're going to put it through the hole here. See that? It just slides right through. And then we're gonna take both sides and bend it so it makes an X. Do you all see my X there? And once we have the X, we're going to twist the bottom of the X. 1, 2, 3 twists, and we can hang it from the tree that way. But as you just saw, my glue is still wet, so I need to let it do what? Dry. I need to let my glue dry. So I'm going to walk away from it and let it dry, and then it's going to be a beautiful Santa ornament to hang on your Christmas tree. Thanks so much for doing this with me. I hope Santa gets to come and see you and sees the ornament you hung just for him. Have a great day, preschoolers.